Hey, welcome. This is the Punkery show here with your host Rashawn. We also got Kesh here, and the entire show we're gonna talk about soccer. All right, because
Football,
the
football.
football, because the World Cup is starting tomorrow. All right, with one game, Russia and Saudi Arabia. All right, so before we start the soccer talk, let's get into the sponsor. It's Stugatz from the Libertard Show, who is not too enthused about soccer because he's American.
Why is it that we can't entertain a conversation about the World Cup and soccer and things that are interesting without losing Stugatz's attention span? Where did he lose you?
At soccer, at FIFA,
It's
at
okay.
all of it. To be honest, I know Mike is passionate about it, and I know many people are. I'm just not. Like,
No, it's
All right, that was Stugatz. He is not very enthused about soccer because, again, the United States could not make the World Cup on account of losing to Trinidad and Tobago. All right, so of course, like I said, if you're looking for some World Cup coverage, this is not the best place to be because I'm American and Americans know nothing about soccer. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know like what's worse on the show now that we have American dude who knows nothing about football discussing football, or the fact that we have a girl on the channel discussing football. It's like
Some
the
people,
worst.
yeah. Some people
Sure.
couldn't pick between either one of those two. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. First, we're just gonna go group by group. All right, and we're going to predict who's going to win
Oh no,
in
seriously?
each group. Yes, yes. All right, we got the snit right here. So, all right, let's start with the group A, because of course, Russia and Saudi Arabia. Okay, they're gonna play tomorrow. I'm not gonna tell you the time because of time zone issues. All right, so in Group A, you got Uruguay. All right, they are the favorites. You got Russia, Egypt, and Saudi Arabia. All right, so again, Uruguay is the favorites, and I'm gonna pick Uruguay. I have no idea who's on this team, but I'll tell you a key player. All right, a key player. Just have to search the snap I was looking at. All right, key player's name is oh shit, that's the wrong one. All right, we're fucked up already. I tell you, we're fucked up already. I'm supposed to have a key player for you to watch. All right, yeah, key player's name is Edinson Cavani. Okay, he scored the most goals in the South American qualifiers. All right, is Luis Suarez on the Uruguay team this year? I have no idea.
I'm not sure. Maybe if you promise not to bite anyone.
I mean,
I'm not sure.
he is the best part of the World Cup, you know, him being in there fighting with players, fighting with referees, biting people's ears. I mean, he's the reason why Uruguay is so,
He apparently is. Luis Suarez is on team.
yes, there you go, yes. I mean, he's kind of older now. How old is he? He's fucking 30, 31, I think I saw. 30, 31, so, yeah. He's at
And
the end of
still
his prime, I think.
behaves like a 7-year-old, throwing tantrums and stuff.
Exactly. So as far as I can figure out, you know, when you're 30, 31, I'm not sure if soccer players can still be stars at 30 or 31. But if he's not, I'm sure he can be some kind of bruiser for Uruguay. Because let's be real here, all right? Russia's not winning the World Cup. Saudi Arabia has no chance. Okay. And Egypt shot the Gamer 9, who's from Egypt. You know, they got out of there from Africa. Okay, but Egypt's not winning the World Cup. But I see no upset potential here, all right? So Uruguay.
How do you think the game between Egypt and Saudi Arabia is gonna go?
Well, I have no idea. See, are you talking in terms of Serbia-Albania drone thing, or...
I mean, just because, you know, Egypt and Saudi Arabia, I mean, they're both like kind of... I don't think they're super top quality teams, you know, and it's
yeah.
happening in Russia, so I'd like to see how a full stadium's gonna be.
Yeah, I have no idea. I would pick Egypt for that one because from what I've read, they have a little bit of soccer success. You know what I mean? But I would pick Egypt in that one. Okay, so yeah, Uruguay is gonna win Group A. You think Uruguay is gonna win that one? I think so.
I'm
think
just
so.
looking at the Saudi Arabia team, and I honestly don't recognize anyone. But the coach has a funny name, Pizzi Juan Antonio. So he's like a pizza.
Okay, I'll tell you all about Saudi Arabia. All right, so there's this key player. His name is Muhammad Al Sawai.
Number?
I fucked
What?
that up.
What number?
There's no number here. I'm sorry.
Wow, your Google search sucks. Mine is
Google fucked
better.
up. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
see a number here. But he scored 16 goals in the qualifying, so that's a lot of goals, by the way. So his competition may be pretty shit. But Saudi Arabia, cross my fingers.
Don't you think that Putin is gonna step in to make Russia go at least to quarterfinals?
Well, if he bribes Uruguay to lose, that's the only way that Russia's gonna get in there. I mean, Russia can definitely beat Egypt and Saudi Arabia. They could be they can qualify from not winning the group, but who knows? Who the hell knows?
I'm just looking at the Russian team, and there's this guy I recognized from the last competition, Yuri Zirkov. He's already 34, so
Yeah,
they have pretty old team, to be honest. Russia, I mean, on average, they have like around. They have one guy in team who's 38. What is he doing there? Babysitting?
Yeah, he's either babysitting or he's either babysitting or he's mentoring the team. All right, that's you gotta have one or two spots on the soccer squad to mentor teammates. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's gonna get lots of time on the pitch, as they say. Yeah, I mean, all right. Let me see. Let's go to Group B here. This is we got Spain, Portugal, Morocco, and Iran. All right. Shout out to Morocco, who was trying to get the bid for the 2026 World Cup, but they lost to all of North America, Canada, Mexico, and the USA are going to host the 2026 World Cup. All right, so you got a big match tomorrow but the first game of Group B is between Spain and Portugal, and you got Cristiano Ronaldo, who has not aged in the last 10 years.
Thanks to Botox.
Yes, he's 32 years old, but he looks 22, and he is the probably one of the best looking people in the world. Okay, now as far as I know, good.
I don't know. I mean, probably he's fixing his face, but when he takes the shirt off, he's pretty well packed. I mean, like six pack and shit. I don't think that's Botox though. So
you can't do that.
Kudos to him. I mean, at this age.
Kudos to Portugal and Cristiano Ronaldo. I'll tell you. So, pretty much Ronaldo may be the best player in this match, but Spain has a better team as far as I know. All right, let me give you a key player on Spain. All right, let me just control F on the thing I was looking at. His name is Andres Iniesta. Okay, I got that close.
He's quite old already, though.
Yeah, he's 34. It says. Yeah, 34. But still, Spain, as far as I know, they have a deep team. Yeah, I mean, Portugal. Of course, when you think about Portugal, you think about Ronaldo, but they got lots of grinders on this team.
They won last Euro without him. He got injured or whatever happened quite early on in the game, and they still won. So there should be enough quality on team without him as well, unless they just had like a lucky patch or whatever.
Yeah, good point. Was that the tournament where that guy scored and he like put his nostril down and like, like on the forums, right? Like some people in a troll topic, they post a picture of this guy on Portugal who when you blow your nose, right?
Yeah.
Like it's a picture of a guy blowing his nose.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what that match that is from. I just know I've seen it somewhere, but I don't actually remember what it was.
Yeah, me neither.
But yeah, that's pretty gross.
Yeah, I think he was the game-winning goal scorer on some Euro match, and Pedro 2MP, who's a player from Portugal, is like, that guy's a suck player for our team. It's a surprise he scored a goal. I mean, come on, man. You're from Portugal. Just embrace your team, you fucking faggot. Like, don't antagonize your own players, okay? But either way, Spain, Portugal, either one of those two could win this group, but I'm sure both will make the knockout stages. As for Morocco and Iran, well, I think this is the first appearance for Iran in a while, if not the first
think
ever.
Morocco could show good football. I mean, I think they have good players, and a lot of them. I think few of them play in French league or something. So I'm looking forward to see the Morocco at least. I mean, I would like to see some upsets, but honestly, I don't expect this in this group.
All right,
Speaking
of Morocco, I got a key player from Morocco. All right, his name is Nabil Dirar. All right, let me see. He's on Monaco. Okay, and that was the team that won the French league title. So yeah, Nabil Dirar. Yeah, so hopefully Morocco can upset one of these teams here, but yeah, I can't pick between Spain and Portugal.
I mean, I don't think they're gonna upset in a way they would win the game or something, but I would still like them to do well, so they wouldn't get completely crushed or something. But yeah, they would show a good game or something.
Exactly, and I'm an underdog type of guy. All right.
Yeah, me too. I like underdogs. I usually always want just do your best and show your best. I mean, I like to see upsets. Otherwise, it's boring.
And the reason why is because all the people like to ass like Germany. Big reason why.
You still didn't get over the Germany. I just saw the thing on 9gag today. So I don't know what it's called. If you have I don't know what it's called in English, but you have this cartoon where there's a princess and she has 7 elves, or whatever elves. What is her name? She's sleeping or whatever.
Snow White.
Yeah, maybe.
7 dwarfs. Yeah.
So anyway, they changed her face into Germany, and the face of elves into Brazil. Because it was 7-1, and there was 7 elves on the picture.
Oh, good. Yeah, I remember watching that in 2014, or whenever that was. It was very bad.
Yes.
Because I wanted Brazil to win, and I hated.
Actually, on the last World Cup we played you. You know that? On the last World Cup we qualified for Slovenia, and you crushed our dreams, pretty much, because you scored, I think, for equalizers or something. And if you haven't done that, we would make it to the next stage. And it was Donovan, I think. And I fucking hated you. Donovan. I was like, you were the luckiest shits of that World Championship, seriously.
Oh no.
Never late after, never before, but just then, just when we make it to World Cup, an upset like that has to happen.
Listen.
You actually had a good team.
Landon Donovan is the best player in U.S. history. Okay.
Yes, and
Best
he has
player.
smug face.
No, he's not smug at all. It's just all skill. All right, all skill. And now that he's gone, the U.S. whatever it is shunned him. I think they denied him from being on the was it last World Cup? Not sure. And since then, the U.S. has not been the same. And now, of course, we can't beat a
He's
team.
too old now, isn't he?
Yeah, he can't play anymore. Yeah. He's too old. I think he's an analyst at most now.
That's what happens to people who play sports. They all become analysts. The funny shit is though that most sportsmen are stupid as fuck, I mean,
That's true.
at least footballers, And then they become analysts, and you're like, seriously, this guy is trying to tell like the strategy of the teams and tactics and stuff with the two brain cells he's got, probably overheating in there. But yeah, funny.
Yeah, because they bullshit just as much as we are right now. So there you go. But you never know, because the casual fan thinks they're actually, professional analyzers of sports. But then you figure out. Okay, let's go to Group C. This is a loaded group, I think. It's a loaded group. Group C got France, Denmark, Peru, and Australia. All right. There's a guy in the forum who said, in Rolfadinho's giveaway, that said Australia has a really good draw to get into the knockout stages. And I said that as if I was mocking him, but I think he's right. I think he's right, because I'm not sure I trust any of these teams in this group. All right.
I mean, honestly, like, France is probably gonna make it through, even though I don't think they're as strong as they were on the last World Cup. And between Peru, Australia, and Denmark, I don't think Denmark has that strong team either. So I'm thinking either Australia or Denmark. So yeah, they have chances to get through.
Yeah, I remember during General Price's Donkey today, he was like, Brazil is not as good as they was. They played shit teams in the qualifier. And I looked at Denmark and Poland's group, because they were in the same group, and I'm like, there are shit teams in that group too, so they understand the logic. But yeah, I honestly have no idea who to pick here. I guess France is the
obvious choice.
One, yeah, but
even though they are like, I don't know, you can never trust French people though.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they tend to like fuck up when they shouldn't, like they will be out the fucking group stage like it happened before, They just get wrecked by some 30s, and like their confidence gets shattered, and they don't really know how to pick themselves up. I mean, you know how it is with French people; they are good at waving that white flag of theirs. No offense, but
how about that? But I do remember there was a past World Cup or some past tournament where France underachieved, and I think from that point on, I haven't trusted them at all.
Yeah, you cannot trust French people either. Like, I mean, sorry, Angelina, Sheila, and who else, but
Neophyte. Yeah.
They don't watch football anyway, probably. So.
Yeah. The only notable French player in history that I remember is Thierry Henry, of course. They give you a key player on this French team. Let's see here.
You have good. You can have actually quite a lot good team on France. You have Umtiti, who's good defender in my opinion. Mendy, Pogba, good players also. Machdi is good player. Griezmann, that's how they say it, I guess. Yes. Giroud, he's quite tall. I guess he could score with headers. Dembele, good. Yeah, they have pretty good. Only, I don't know, this goalkeeper, they have Loris. Yeah, I don't know. I don't trust him. He fucks up quite a lot. I mean, screws up, sorry. Excuse my language.
Well, there you go. None of these teams can be trusted, I guess. There you go. Alright, let's see. Let's go to Group D. Alright, this is a pretty good group as well, and it's got the team that I think is going to break through and win the World Cup, Argentina, alright? Power to South America.
Oh, they keep dreaming, never happens. Never happens.
I'm sure it will. It's going to happen. You got Argentina, you got Croatia, Nigeria, and Iceland. Alright, nice job by Iceland. They got a very small country. Not a lot of people, but they qualified for the World Cup. GG to Iceland. But, let's be honest here. The obvious winner of this group is Argentina. Okay, obvious. You got Messi, who's probably this is his last World Cup where he'll be in his prime. I'm gonna guess. What is he? 30 years old now. So this is his last chance. Remember the last World Cup? He quit international soccer, and he was so mad, but he came back cleared his head, and now he's gonna go all out in his last chance to win a World Cup. He's going to. All right. Shout out to Messi. Okay, and Croatia. But
I don't know. I never really liked Argentinian team. They always used to have at least one player that was really, really dislikable. Like for example, now they have Javier Mascherano, and he's like super antipathic person. I don't know how to say in English, but like I don't like him at all. Like he's not a nice player in my opinion. So like I don't like to watch them Argentina too much. Apart Messi, okay, but I don't think he can do it on his own. And looking at their team, Aguero maybe from Manchester City, he's okay, good. Dybala from Juventus as well, but the others I don't know.
Well, it sounds like the way you think about Argentina is the way I think about Portugal. But
yeah, I mean they're kind of similar in that sense. They're kind of one-man show, you know. At least they're considered to be like that.
oh, too bad. But I think they're gonna be the obvious winner of this group. Croatia.
So, see,
I think they're gonna get.
Yeah, I'm torn. See, like my neighbors, Croatians. The thing is that when we qualified, they hate on us. You know, they always support the other teams just so that we wouldn't win. You know, so I'm kind of torn if I should support them or not. I mean, they're my neighbors, but fuck them bitches. You know, I'm gonna support Iceland because of their chant. You know, the Icelandic chant. They have like whatever, you could go it on YouTube. They have very special chant for like their fans for their team.
Well, their language is kind of really weird looking, so anything Icelandic in sound would.
I mean,
sound out.
this chant, I don't know what tournament it was, but they showed this chant like at the last tournament. They made it really far, and in the end, France stole their chant. Like, seriously, France, get original. Like, you cannot just steal a chant from other team just because you like it. Make something up, I know, throw baguettes around the pitch or fight with baguettes, kill each other with them or whatever. Just be original. Don't steal from others.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Iceland is a really unique country, so I'm pretty sure they could think of something unique.
And I mean, like, seriously, if Icelandic people get angry because you stole their chant, they're gonna fight you. They're like Vikings, you know? And French people, they're pussies.
Look, owned again. France getting destroyed on this show, I tell ya.
Who is French even on CNR apart the girls, like from the guys? I'm sure there's.
It's Dr. Vista.
Oh yeah, Vista. He doesn't like me anyway. I don't think.
I don't remember any others. Yeah, it's just those four, I guess. Yeah, GG to them. Very prideful of their country, right? The baguettes and the losing of wars, I guess. Let's see here. Let's go down to Group E, Brazil. All right, Brazil's in this group here. Shout out to Marcus Sweet to keep Brazil porra. All right, I think they got a group that they can really dominate in. All right, shout out to General Price. Also, General Price, again, thought Brazil was not as great of a team as they were, but, you know, and his argument was, oh, the group sucked. Well, their group does kind of suck. Switzerland's kind of good,
Yes.
as far as I know, but other than that, you know, Costa Rica, I think last World Cup or the World Cup before that, they went pretty far. They were a pretty good story, but their odds are pretty snit this time. But what else you got to say? I mean, Brazil.
I'm just checking. So guess what are odds of Costa Rica to win this World Cup?
What are the
Like
odds?
the official odds.
What are the odds?
1 versus like 500 or whatever. 1 per 100 of 1 versus 500. So 1 in
500 chance to win the World Cup. GG. But
that's a chance I would take if I would be Costa Rica.
yeah, you know, Costa Rica was a force last time, but I don't know what happened. But they still got here, so.
Well, the only good player that I know from them is Keylor Navas. Gaylord Navas. Sorry. He's like the Real Madrid goalkeeper, and Real Madrid won Champions League this year, and he did pretty good this season. I mean, not the best, obviously, because they didn't win the championship, but he's okay. And that's probably their biggest star. But apart from that, I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, just like those South American teams, they're always feisty teams. I think they can make it further than other underdogs, in my opinion, at least.
I hope so. That is the key player I got right here. But yeah, let's hope Costa Rica gets that second spot. They're not going to beat Brazil, but fingers crossed there. Let's go to Group F here, and of course, this is the group where all the bandwagons look at, because Germany is in the group, of course, and I think Germany is going to destroy the group because Mexico has a reputation at times of being chokers. All right, I think Mexico contributed to the U.S. not making the World Cup as well because they had to beat somebody and they tied them or something. I'm gonna assume Mexico has Chicharito and all that, but they just have a history of choke, underachieve. Mexico apparently should be the best team in North America, right? But they just don't show it. But speaking of Mexico, though, like I'm gonna watch this entire World Cup in Spanish. I tell you, that is the best way.
I thought you're just gonna watch it just to take shit out of Tank after. Is he gonna even watch this? Does he even watch football?
Yeah, he does. He does. Whenever Mexico is on, especially when they play in prime time here, if another team scores, all you hear is a sharp "fuck." It's like, oh shit, what the fuck happened? But let's hope Mexico goes far. But obvious Germany's
They're
gonna destroy it.
Also. There's
Too bad.
Sweden also in team.
Sweden. Sweden. I mean, this ain't hockey you're talking about, I guess.
Of course, it's not hockey, but still, I mean, I just miss Ibrahimovic. He was kind of the icon of this team.
Ibrahimovic is the alpha male. I think he doesn't even play in the MLS, right? He plays in the MLS, Major League Soccer in the United States.
I don't know. Probably he's old now.
That's pretty much where all of the stars in Europe go when they're in their mid-30s. They go play for an MLS team, e.g. But it's obvious Germany's gonna win this group, and Mexico might underachieve again.
What about South Korea?
South Korea, I mean, it'll be great to see them, but I don't expect a lot out of South Korea.
I'm looking at their teams, defenders. I see one is playing for... Wow, one is playing actually for Hihyu United. Sangju Sangmu. Like, what are those names? Let's see who's the star player, because I'm really wondering. I actually know none from their team. Who's the star? Song Hyun Min. Who is he playing for?
He is the top scoring Asian player in Premier League history. So.
One of their players is playing for Swansea. That's okay, I guess. Crystal Palace. That's mid-board of Premiership, I guess. Lower mid-board.
Yeah, but still. I think South Korea is a very good women's team, but...
yes, they do. And China.
Though the problem is when you watch South Korean women, like it... Yeah, never mind, I'm not gonna go there.
What? See, I was thinking of exactly the same thing earlier, but like I'm actually not sure if they have to wear burqas or not in Saudi Arabia because, I don't want to say something stupid.
Yeah,
but
I have no idea.
Like for example, I remember from the female matches, the football matches, that it was painful to watch those girls, just because it's their tradition. The girls have to cover their faces, they had to play football like in summer at like unreal heat, covered with black burqa and just eyes showing out and long sleeves, no ankles showing, no wrists, no nothing, that's like painful, and I'm just thinking, well, it's not the same for men, right? Just girls have to cover themselves, so yeah, I guess no long sleeves for them.
Well, I guess that's a really good training regimen, play in very, very, very hot weather with very, very, very hot clothes. And if you can master that, then it's a piece of cake. But otherwise, the strategy is, all right, guys, this team, they're wearing a whole bunch of shits like it's winter out there. By the 60th, 70th minute, they're gonna start getting tired. All right, so attack them at that point. Until then, play some defense. All right, because they're great. I just sounded like a coach right there. Yeah, I could be a coach of a soccer team, I'll tell you.
Football.
What? I'm sorry. I don't
Seriously, egg ball.
know what that is. I don't know what egg ball is. See, you come at me with this Europe terms, man. Like, what we do in America with the eggs, we just eat them, right? We eat eggs. I don't understand what you're trying
No,
to say.
seriously, like, your American football cannot be called football even because what that sport is, you have like a massive brown egg that you carry around 80% of the time, right? And then you kick it every now and then, but most of the time you carry it around. So the most used part of the body to be in contact with the ball is not even foot. So how can you call it football? It's egg ball, like egg carry thing, something. Seriously, you have like an egg, like ostrich egg, and you run around like ostrich with it from one side to another, and that's a sport.
Okay, first of all, Cash. All right, so in America, we eat chicken eggs. All right, I don't know about ostrich eggs or what are we talking about, but I mean, we don't. There's no sport in America where we carry around an egg. Okay, sometimes if you go to a party, right? Sometimes you put an egg in a spoon, and you can carry it as far as you can. But there's nothing. We eat eggs. You don't carry eggs. All right, I just don't understand what you're trying to tell me.
It's not a ball even. It's not rounded. It's like egg shaped.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't get what you're trying to tell me. I mean, this Europe, I can't translate it. I can't.
Most of Europe agrees with me. I'm pretty sure. If you agree with me, whoever's listening, let me know on forums. So I'll see how much of the Europe agrees with me. Egg ball.
Egg ball. Yeah, hopefully we talk some egg ball next year. Egg ball.
I will have no idea. Like, I actually respect you for this, Sean. Like, you come here on this show and you have to talk about football you have no fucking clue about. It's like, I don't think I would be able to do that about American football, Like me, like, bullshitting about some, like, American football teams I've never heard of and stuff, Trying to sound smart.
Well...
Put some respect on it.
Put some respect on soccer. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Let's see here. Let's go to Group G. All right, and Group G I think has an obvious winner that people in Northwestern Europe are not.
Don't say that. You're jinxing. Like England, seriously?
No,
like
not England. No, fucking Belgium. Belgium is obviously.
Yeah, Belgium.
Obviously.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say England.
Nope.
England, like, at some point even had, like, probably if you would sum together their salaries or something, they had probably the best paid team on the World Cup, probably the last World Cup. And yet they managed to do nothing ever.
Exactly.
Since 66 or whatever, 1966 when they won the last time. And even that was a questionable win, if you ask me. But yeah, they're always like, yeah, England has a great team, all those great players, Premiership, blah, blah, blah. They never do shit, ever. I don't know how that's even possible because, like, Premiership is probably, like, together with Spanish league, probably the strongest, So, just by pure chance, they should be able to create a team that would make it far.
I mean... every time I've consciously watched the World Cup, right, they might get to the knockout stages and then they lose, and everybody in England is like, oh, it's a disaster. England should have gotten far in the tournament. It's a disgrace.
The best ever.
And the reality is, all right, your team is shit, okay? England is never put in the same breath as a Brazil, Germany, Argentina, the big teams in the world. Okay, England is pretty much a bit of a better version of the U.S. Okay, I said it.
See, maybe
okay?
they would achieve actually something if they weren't too busy like fucking each other's wives and stuff like that,
Yeah, exactly.
We had this Terry incident where he fucked the wife of his best friend.
Oh no.
But looking at their team now, like I see all the oldies gone, and that makes me think like if that's actually their advantage now, because maybe that team just didn't work, and the old stars who just had the huge name but their chemistry didn't work together, maybe they just got pulled along for too long, and the young ones didn't get the chance or whatever. And I'm looking at the team now, I don't see any super old players apart Gary Cahill, but I guess you have to have few of the oldies in just to be there for the youngsters, but not too many.
I guess this time they went with youth, 'cause as far as I know, there is no at least here I haven't heard of like a transcendent player on that team. Before it was Rooney, but I don't think he
see,
plays
even
anymore.
Rooney is not here. Like Lampard, Terry, all those are gone.
Though I have no idea what English expectations there are for England, but
Oh shit! I was just okay. They still have Rashford. He's pretty good. Sterling, that's touch and go. Sometimes he's good, sometimes he's not. Wardy, that's I think Jamie Wardy. I think he's one of the favorite players of Clapson. You know Clapson?
Clapson, yes, he's the
He
guy.
knows a lot about football. He's a huge Arsenal fan, so I guess he'll be supporting Danny Welbeck because he's from Arsenal. Lallana, yeah, he's in as well. I mean, they don't have that bad team, just I don't know, we'll see. I would like to see them play.
I don't, because
You don't?
they're well, last I checked, their jerseys are very plain. Because of
Plain?
course, yeah, their jerseys, what do you call them?
He-
Yeah.
You know that I have two England t-shirts, like the
Wow.
original, the white and the red.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
because
very
I
plain.
was in UK. I was
plain.
in the UK for a long time, so when you're there, like the first thing they try to do, they try to make you is to wear their shirt, to support them, because obviously they're not gonna win shit, so they still need to sell the t-shirts,
Yeah, the more people that wear the t-shirts, the hopefully greater chance
But-
that they win, but never works.
So yeah, before we move from this group, I would just like to say there's a Panama in there, and I don't know if many of you know, it's actually the first time that Panama has made it to the World Cup.
Oh yeah, and guess what? The U.S. had problems with Panama. Of course, of course,
Losers!
of course. I tell you, I'm pretty sure too that Panama was in the same qualifying group or something with the United States. Panama got in. Yeah, I'm looking at the odds. They have among the worst odds. In fact, they have the worst odds of the site I'm looking at, Bovada, right now, of winning their group. So,
Yeah,
GG.
sure.
GG.
I mean, they didn't get the easiest group either. I mean, Belgium was pretty good. England, okay, it's just the big name, and probably they're kind of okay as well. And Tunisia, to be honest, is not that bad either. So Panama, I mean, for example, if I look at Poland, the next group who got Senegal, Colombia, and Japan, I think Poland has gotten luckier than Panama, to be honest.
That's true.
They got themselves easier group.
I mean, as far as the odds go, I think, whoever made these odds makers, they're not giving enough respect to Belgium. But it could be worth betting on Panama, yeah. It could be worth doing that. Let's see, let's go to Group H here. As you said before, I got Colombia, Poland, Senegal, and Japan. And another one, Colombia's not getting as much respect from the odds makers here. They were a team that I noticed 4 years ago. They were pretty bouse in the World Cup. I don't remember how far they got, but they were an interesting watch. All right.
I'm kind of scared of the Poland matches because of their fans. I mean, the Polish fans are pretty bad hooligans, to be honest, and they are going to Russia, and I think a lot of them will actually go to Russia because, like, Poland is not that far, actually. I mean, Russia is relatively close, not that close, but still, and Russians and Polish people don't really have the best, there's a history that goes back with them. So I would like to see that, play out on the stadiums, their fans and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not sure about these country relationships there, GG to you on that one. But, just like I said before with Poland and Denmark being in the same qualifying group, I don't believe in Poland. Not, have any logic behind it, but don't believe in Poland. But this group, I mean, I like Colombia, but it could go to anyone, maybe. I don't know about Japan, but
I think it will go to Poland.
I'll pick Colombia. I hope Colombia, because they're a South American team. I like South America. All right, let's see here. Let's go over some of the day 1 and 2 matches here. So the spreads here. Right? So Russia and Saudi Arabia. That's the first game tomorrow. It's 11 a.m. in America time, but obviously no one from America is going to watch the World Cup because America's not in it, and that's how.
Is it being broadcasted though? I guess it is.
Yes. The World Cup will be broadcasted on Fox Sports 1, and Telemundo. All right.
Seriously, we have our own channels in Slovenia and obviously our own commentators, but they're not as good as British ones. I mean, I prefer to watch the British commentators and stuff in their studio and stuff. But obviously, I don't have the subscription or whatever to their TV, and I kind of have to VPN it or whatever other way I find, right? So one of those times I found English stream, and I thought at the beginning that it's gonna be the British one. Yeah, it was American. Okay. And I just started to listen to those idiots there, commentating, and I actually kept watching the entire game, because they were so clueless and so stupid. It was something new, It was fun to watch.
We'll see.
So yeah, guys, if you're from US and you're watching football, do yourself a favor and try to watch it on something else. Maybe you'll like football more.
Okay, well, I'll tell you, the only time I watch the American broadcast is when there's a Mexican announcer. And sometimes he switches between English and Spanish. That's very good, but otherwise...
Because he has more soul, right?
Exactly, a lot more soul. And when Americans call goals, right, they say, "Oh, so and so scored a goal," but yeah, it's just so simple and great. So
you should listen to should listen to Italian, Spanish commentators or Arabian ones. Those are the worst. They're shouting. I'm not when I listen to those Arabian ones, I'm are they shouting Never mind, that's so racist. Are they shouting to blow up? Or there was a goal? Seriously, they don't stop. I'm okay, it's been enough. We know this. There's been goal, Whatever.
Now I wanna kind of listen to that. We're gonna take a break here. After how long have we gone? 50 minutes. Yeah. We're going to take a break here, and when we come back, we're going to go over some more of the notable matches in day 1 and 2, and I guess 3 and 4, whatever, of the World Cup soccer. This is the Punkery Show. Hi, welcome back. This is the Punkery Show with Rashawn, and we got Kesh here as well. And we've been talking about the World Cup. for
You should check this thing that Cyber just posted.
sometimes maybe good, eh?
This is epitome of our show.
Yeah, it's pretty much the epitome of this show. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Yes. But there you go. And the guy was like, what the fuck did you say? Wait, let me see the coach's face, the guy's face. No, he didn't really move. Alright, let's see here. Let's go over a few more matches here. Day 1 game, day 2 matches here. Of course, Portugal and Spain. That's the real marquee match. Alright, Spain is a half-goal favorite. Okay?
Half-goal favorite?
Half-goal favorite, yes.
Is that a thing? Is that how it's
Oh, yeah, excuse me, wait a minute. I think I'm reading this wrong. What the fuck? No, I'm reading it right, yeah.
How can you be half-goal favorite? Either you score or you don't. You cannot just be half of the goal favorite. This is some shit I don't know.
Well, I guess the thinking is like if you bet money on a team, right, and if the spread is like someone's a 1-goal favorite, what if they win by 1 goal? Then it's
See, now it actually made me curious. Are you like sport betting otherwise? I mean, because I know not about football probably, but I guess you follow NBA and stuff like that, and maybe baseball or whatever. I don't know what you follow. Like, do you do bets or whatever, sport bets? I mean, it's really popular here in Europe. At least I know, like among my schoolmates from high school and stuff. I think every guy who watches football thinks that he knows everything about football and he can make a fortune with betting. You know, it's never really quite like that easy, but I think a lot of people bet.
I mean, I've thought about it, but I haven't done it. But you kind of understand it after a while. 'Cause it's funny because, you know, sports betting in the US has not been legal except for Las Vegas until like 2 weeks ago. So
what about that one Bet365 or whatever? I know that even football teams had it at some point, like on their T-shirt. So probably it's legal in Europe then.
Yeah, it's very legal in Europe. Yeah, the US is very slow on this. It's very legal in Europe. All right, and in there I hear that they bet on. They don't only bet on the entire match. They bet on halves. They probably bet on 10-minute periods. Like they. That's
why I'm so confused about this thing, because like I always thought it's just you bet on result, you know, or who's gonna win, and now it's like you bet on like who's gonna score by what minute, and like I know probably but like even yellow cards the team's gonna get or whatever. Like the thing is so complicated. Like I didn't know like you could bet on so many things. I mean, it looks complicated to me. But yeah, I know so many people that bet here, and so many people as well that lost like a lot of money. Especially like, I mean, the people who watch football and they think they're really good at football are majority of them are like teens as well, you know, like from I don't know, 14 to 18, whatever, and I guess they start betting, which is probably not the best idea always because they're not always responsible and mature enough.
Yeah, it's true. And, you know, the sports betting thing is a big reason entirely why people watch sports, you know, like for example, in Europe, like if this certain player doesn't score a certain goal by the 70th minute, just turn the TV off, you know. It's like, shit, I lost my money, and you know, pull the cord out of the wall, you know. It's a real motivation for people to watch sports, but yeah, let me see. I still don't know who's gonna win this game though. Spain's a half-goal favorite, and the thing is like the thing with betting is, you know, they have phrases like you take the points or give the points. Like for example, if you, I guess at this point, take the goals, that means Spain will win by more than a half goal. But if you give the points, that means Portugal's going to either draw or win. That's basically what it is, yes. So I'm gonna take Portugal. I'm gonna give the points. I'm gonna say Portugal's gonna beat the spread. Because Spain, I tell you, I remember, was it last World Cup? The one before that. I mean, people were like, "Oh, Spain's fallen off," you know. But I'll pick Portugal. I'll give the points. Portugal's gonna beat Spain or tie. GG.
Nice.
Okay, let's see here. Another one. France and Australia. All right, France is a 1.5 goal favorite. Okay, that means if you bet on France for you to win some cash, they have to win by 2 goals or more. All right, I'll tell you, this group is pretty deep. All right, Australia, Australia. You know, they're kind of the forgotten team when it comes to soccer, but they're like in that third tier. You know, tier 1 obviously is Germany, France. I'm sorry, Germany, Argentina, and you know, Spain, Brazil, all that. You know, tier 2 is like England. Okay, and tier 3, tier 3 is where you got those Australias and all of that. You know, the Polands, the Denmarks. You know, so. You know, I don't think Australia's going to get beaten down in this one. I think France will win, but it's not going to be by 2 goals or more. So I think France will win by a goal. GG for that. Okay.
So I'm looking at this official FIFA store right now, and I saw like their official competition ball, you know?
Yes.
It looks like it's been taken from 9gag or 4chan or something. Seriously, it's like pixelated ball. Have you seen it?
Is it the official World Cup soccer ball?
Yeah, the official.
Okay, official World Cup soccer ball.
So what is this even? It's like it looks like volleyball, you know, but with print on. It doesn't even look like football.
Yeah, this is bad. It looks very bad. It's
like
pixelated. It's
wow.
Intentionally pixelated. GG.
Why?
I have no idea. No idea.
Did they put him face on there and they pixelated it?
Maybe, but it could signify, you know, Russia, you know, because this is a very when you pixelate stuff, it's technological, you know, yeah, censorship in Russia, or you know, messing with the American election kind of thing, you know. But yeah.
Also, like looking at the jerseys, you know, no team has nice one. Like actually, seriously, there's no nice jerseys. Like I remember France a few years ago had a really nice jersey, in England as well. Like what happened? They're all kind of the same. No jersey is really super nice.
I'm sure England is the worst, like always.
Like I remember there was one period in football, like I don't know, maybe 5-6 years ago, where like every team started to wear like this retro style shirts, you know, like they were from 60s or something. I really like that era because like the shirts were super well made. Like they weren't like all this synthetic, you know, and stuff. They were kind of nice cotton and stuff. Not like synthetic materials.
Or they just use the old graphics on the old logo and stuff. Yeah,
yeah, still made of synthetic, but just like the looks are deceiving.
Yeah, exactly. But I'll tell you, I just looked at the soccer ball. It cost $21 to buy this pixelated World Cup soccer ball. Would you?
21? What? You're not looking right. It's 150 euros. The original one.
Oh, original? Original. Oh, okay. I was looking at something else.
You're looking at the fakes, man.
I was looking at the Adidas site.
So I sent you the link. It's probably gonna translate you to dollar. How expensive is it? 150 euros for European people. That's a lot.
Well, I mean, it looks the best in the way they have it right there, but it's still very pixelated. In fact, it's more pixelated there than the one I was looking at. So, GG. It's HD pixelation, if that's possible. There's also one in another color. It's what color is this shit?
Orange,
yellow,
like
yellow,
the
orange.
The orange ball actually is usually they have it in Russia, you know. I guess that's why they put it in, because they use it for winter, you know, when the pitch is white and you have
Yes.
a white ball, you cannot see it, right? So they use the orange.
Oh, yeah.
And it's typical, like in Russia, it's a lot of snow and stuff. But like, what are Russian thinking, you know? Do they expect to have snow in the middle of like June?
I guess not.
Right?
I mean, I would expect when they design this ball, you know, if Russian people are designing the ball, I would expect everything that has to do with Russia has to go through Putin. And, you know, I would imagine the guy showing the ball to Putin and him saying, "This is shit, make another one." Because this is not good. It's not good.
This is like maybe this is like a way of Putin to honor Trump, to make color the same color as Trump's face.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. I think that's possible.
And I don't know if you saw this. I always love to look at the FIFA partners and sponsors, because you find such nice companies in there, like McDonald's, you know,
Oh,
because all of the sportsmen, obviously, you know, they are sponsoring McDonald's because they eat there every day
yeah.
for sure. And Coca-Cola, you know, those players is obviously gonna go off the pitch and just go drink Coca-Cola. Budweiser. Seriously.
I can guarantee Cristiano Ronaldo has not had a French fry since ever. Okay, so
Well, people
sure.
people say he has a French fry, but
Nah.
some other player.
Well, you know, I mean, when you got that great of a body, I mean, there has to be some kind of drop off. All right, so it's possible, you know, even though he has not been said to take steroids, but there are athletes in the United States who have very good bodies and they've been proven to take steroids, and then there you go. But there you go.
So I don't know if you know this about Ronaldo, but he pretty much like bought his children or whatever. You know, he paid some women to get pregnant
Yes.
with his child and to deliver it and stuff like that. Like, you personally, if you had a ton of money, would you do that?
You mean, wait, let me just backtrack here. So, because there are people who have like surrogates, but are you saying his girl didn't want to get pregnant, so some other woman got pregnant for?
He has a girlfriend now,
Yeah,
right?
yes.
Like, she's a model or something, whatever. But she wasn't model at the time. But like, would you do that? Like, if you had like a model girlfriend and you would get another mother just to not ruin her body or something?
I mean, that usually is the decision of the woman, isn't it? Like,
That's so weird.
I've never had a man. I've never known of a man decide that. You know, but it's not really weird here. No, it's not weird. Like,
But
people do that.
he decided himself, obviously, because, you know, he didn't have a girlfriend at the time. Maybe.
Wait a minute. Okay, wait. Okay, you're
He
confusing me.
was single and he decided to pay a woman to have his children, you know? Like, why would you do that? Like, there's
Okay, that's
hundreds of
very
girls
weird.
that
That's
want to...
very weird.
Yeah.
It's very weird. I've never heard of someone doing that. So,
Yep.
so he picked like a woman out of a line.
Yeah. And
Now-
just like...
Was
Like-
it what was that shit called? Well, I don't know what that's fucking say. Did he have sex with her? Did he have sex with her, or was it
No, it's just
Int-
like in vitro, I think.
in vitro?
Yeah.
That's wow. Okay,
Yeah.
that's
But like,
yeah, it's weird.
that's some weird shit, and I would think like a person would do that if they wanted to pick super good genes, you know. Like, let's say like I'm super rich, I want to have kids, and I want to have it with the best woman possible, but I don't know if I'll ever meet her, you know, and I go through and like pick from some database or something. But from what I've seen, like, his children, they look just like any other, you know, not like some, I don't know, like Ubermensch.
So then, when the kids like turn 5, right? Cristiano will be like, this is your mother. You know, this is your mother. You know,
No, I mean
not.
he doesn't.
That's a,
He doesn't tell to anyone who the woman was, you know, or
wow.
whatever.
Wow, that's kind of odd. That's very odd.
Yes. Yes, and especially, you know, because if you are looking for a good genes, you know, I'm sure he has plenty on offer. Like, probably he's surrounded by models and good-looking girls, you know. So why would he even need to do that?
Well, I mean, I guess it's smart thinking for Cristiano because, you know, eventually the puzzle pieces will fall together. Okay, he will get his girl if he doesn't already, and they'll have a family as if the woman that he has is their mother. So yeah, it all falls into place. Smart guy, Cristiano is. It's weird thing to do, but smart guy. So,
I mean, if I look from my point of view, you know, if I was like a girlfriend who came in a relationship where a guy has before paid a woman to have his children, you know, and then you have to be around those children, and I don't know, it's weird. It's weird. I don't know.
it's like
weird.
they're not my kids, but you know, they'll be my kids. But it'll be kind of weird to go into that. Yeah, I don't. That's something that most normal people won't have to fuck around with. Yeah, I mean.
Speaking back to our topic of sport and football and stuff, it's not a FIFA World Cup related, but I will ask you: do you actually own a jersey of the teams you support?
No.
Like, let's say NBA. I don't know what team you support, like Boston something.
Yes.
Boston Crackers. I don't know. Americans have weird teams. Like, you have like wolves and penguins and I don't know what else. Ostriches.
Close. Pelicans.
Pelicans. Okay. So what does Boston have?
Boston. They have the NBA team is the Boston Celtics.
Ah, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, Irish.
Yes. Irish. Yes.
So like, do you have their shirt or something, or like a scarf or a hat or something?
Oh well, I do have the hat. Actually, no. Wait, excuse me. I don't have a jersey. No, I don't.
How can you?
I don't own a jersey.
Nope.
Nope, I don't have any sports memorabilia that would, you know, go
Do you
to
want
me
me
supporting
to?
the team.
You want me to create a charity around Christmas so we collect money on CNR to buy your shirt?
To get me a Boston Celtics player's jersey. No.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna wear that snit. The only sports-related team snit that I have is a Pittsburgh Pirates hat, and I'm not a Pittsburgh Pirates fan. I'm not. I only got the hat.
You
because
just
it
like
looks
the
good.
hat.
Yeah, I like the hat. Yes.
Nice.
It's a hat with a P on it that is styled in pirate styled P. Okay, so
I mean, because like in America, right, people kind of pay a lot to have like shirts of some old baseball players or whatever, right? They collect them and stuff like that, right? But like, and you have those people, of course, who wear jerseys. It's just their fashion style or whatever. You don't?
Nope, not me. Shout out to EDP. EDP has lots of Philadelphia Eagles jerseys that he has to buy custom made because he is so big, you know. But no, I don't have any sports jerseys. Nope. Don't plan on getting any. So, yeah.
Like, if anyone's actually listening to us on CNR, like now that the World Cup is gonna begin, and I saw there was a forum topic, World Cup. So for all the Serbians, Croatians, I don't think we have Spanish people, French people. Put your shirts on and scarves and everything. Paint your faces. I want to see who wins on our forum. Like who is most patriotic for their team.
Oh boy.
So I want to see that.
I mean, for sure it'll be someone from Croatia, that's for sure.
I think Albania would win, but Albania is not on the World Cup. Seriously, people would paint their faces for sure and like bring flags out and stuff like that.
Wasn't Albania in the last World Cup?
Pretty
sure- I'm pretty sure they
I
were.
don't know if it was Euro or a World Cup. Cyber, do you know? Is he here?
Yes.
Excuse me. Didn't even listen to me.
Stugats. Hey, Cyber, do you remember if Albania was in the 2014 World Cup? I'm pretty sure they were.
Not sure because I never watch football, so I'm just trying to. Wait, hold on, I'm gonna check the history.
Cyber, what are you doing here? Get out. Football show.
Well, I'll tell you, Kesh, because CNR players don't seem to like soccer, man. I tell you, they don't seem to like soccer.
Why?
I don't know. I have no idea. And the ones that do are all Euro, Germany bandwagons. But in Rolfadinho's giveaway, like there's still like 12 spots left, and no one's picked Colombia yet. I mean, that's surprising. Or Poland, but Borats, I tell you, Borats.
I mean, see, I played the GTA 5 a bit lately, and they actually have this thing like if you log in the time of the World Cup, you get free money on your account. Maybe we should make it like that on CNR, If you come back and log in on CNR in time of the World Cup, you get money by admins. Maybe we'll have like 200 people on servers again.
Show with you a giveaway on LB.
Okay.
Yeah, money rain.
It'd be 200 multi-account.
But yeah, there was I hope they're gonna make a game type where you have cars, and there's like a small area with 2 goals, and you have cars and you push ball around. Is that possible on CNR? Is there an
I have no
object
idea.
that we could push around and with cars and play football like that? Because that would be a good idea for event.
That would be great, but I have no idea.
Yes, you can just pawn a beach ball
I
and
don't.
those snow
Yeah.
things.
And
Is
Samp
there
came up.
there
Never
must
seen
be
it.
a thing that you can push around.
Should give me a deal. Let me test that.
I'm pretty sure isn't there a soccer field somewhere in San Fierro, I think. I don't know.
There's no soccer field. There's a baseball
A
field.
baseball field, yeah.
So anyway, just make platform up in the air somewhere, make 2 goals, some ball to push, and like a football. And then you can get like Serbian people to play versus Slovenia. And like
What is
French girls, Sheila and Angelina, and like I don't know, Dr. Vista play against Mexicans maybe. I don't know. So yeah, I have good ideas.
2-on-2 soccer right there.
Yeah,
Uh,
2-on-2.
but
Oh, in that case, I think Rashawn would prefer 1-on-1 with friends.
fuck it. I tell ya.
Haha. French
Yeah.
love.
Croissant.
Oui,
yeah.
monsieur.
Fuck it.
Oui, oui.
Oui.
Yes, oui. But I'll tell you one thing, in Rolfadinho's giveaway, I'll laugh if by some parallel dimension South Korea wins the World Cup. Nobody picks them. Who are you gonna complain to? I mean,
I
honestly.
mean, see, I'm sad about this Rolfadinho giveaway. Right?
Why?
Because I cannot say, give me the number that's left,
Oh God. Yep, there are no numbers. All right, there are no numbers.
You have to choose a team.
Just like I
Yeah.
said in the donkey
Just
today.
give me any
you know.
team that's left.
A guy looks into a donor status giveaway topic, and they're so used to seeing numbers, and they look at all these words, and it's like, aren't there supposed to be numbers here? And then they X out their Chrome browser. And
Yes.
it's like, come on, man.
Maybe they use Internet Explorer.
Yes, Explorer.
The Windows 10 one.
But Microsoft Edge, yeah. But yeah.
See, our community is not actually that bad. I'm looking at the forums now, and there's a topic, what do you like about CNR? And there's 4 pages. And then there's a topic, what is the worst thing about NCNR? And there's 2 pages. So people obviously
I wanted
like
to
more
reply
things
on
than they
that
hate.
thread, just you on that. What's the worst thing in
On
CNR?
the-
Oh,
What a fact.
what a fact, Simon. Are you gonna kick me too from this channel? From this show?
Yes.
Why?
Okay. I think we're going long enough, right? Yeah. Yes, Albania was in the 2014 World Cup. They
Oh wait, 3
wait a
minutes
minute.
more. 3 minutes more, then I get paid for 1 hour and a half.
The fact. I'm sorry, that was qualifying. Yeah, they didn't make the World Cup. Okay, never mind.
So
no.
when the first match is gonna happen, I guess we're gonna have some more material to comment. So watch your matches, Rashawn. It's your duty.
Yes, I'll watch some World Cup soccer tomorrow at 11 a.m. on a Spanish channel. I'll enjoy it. Alright. I hope everyone enjoyed our bull snitting. Yes, oh god. I hope everyone
You
enjoyed.
coming over to watch football?
Not to your place. Jesus Christ, must look like a jump.
Yes. Speaking of junk, I have to shake my face.
Did you eat broccoli today?
I'm eating broccoli right now, actually. I'm eating it on air.
Did you drink the milk?
See, I think you're fake news, Roshan. You're saying, you always say, I'm gonna go make John, and then you eat broccoli. That's not what John does.
That's true. John doesn't eat broccoli at all. I can't envision him eating broccoli. But again, too bad job to John.
And by the way, you should make a YouTube video where you don't shave, you know, so the girls of all different tastes get their time, you know, from your videos. I mean, some girls might prefer you being shaven, some girls might not, you know. We have different girls on CNR, so I think you should be equal to all of them.
Yeah, that's a thought right there, you know.
Or the guys, you know,
Yeah.
maybe.
Tranny Clef, yeah, I'm sure. In fact, Tranny Clef, a few weeks ago, Tranny Clef was like, "Oh, Sean, what's your Snapchat?" And he also said, "Oh, Sean, where's face reveal?" And it's funny because he asked me on the day that I was going to release the first correspondent, CNR News, but no, he's Tranny Clef, man. I tell you, that guy is something else. But yeah, who knows? But the thing is, and I guess this can be Rashawn's shaving tips. I tell you, because obviously I have no idea how to shave. Either that, or I'm using snitty instruments. You know what I mean? But I'll tell you, you know, once you finish shaving, you know, it feels like the best thing in the world. Okay, and I'm not that kind of person to shave every day because, you know, that's pretty gay. I might shave once a week maybe, but I'll tell you, 6 days in, man, if you shave the wrong way, your face feels like it went through childbirth, man. I tell you, you know, and I understand I don't know what childbirth is, but I tell you, man, the hair growing out of the wrong places of your face feels like childbirth and pins and needles coming out of your face. I'll tell you, I know Europs don't have that problem because the hair is straight. But I'll tell you, for anyone who has curly hair out there and you get the childbirth growing out of your face, excuse me, you know, what you do, first of all, you get your rag, okay, fill it with cold water, and just soothe your face with the cold water, alright, and I'll tell you, that will feel really, really good, okay, and anytime your face starts to burn, just go to the bathroom, use your rag, alright, the rag you use rags, and, you know, put some cold water in that snit, I'll tell you.
Sean, you're explaining how to shave to 14-year-olds. Wrong show, man. Wrong show.
Yes, exactly, that's the wrong show, yeah. Very wrong show. But yeah, I think we've babbled for the past 15 minutes. But yeah,
Yes.
that's gonna do
That's
it
good.
for the Punkery show. Maybe next week I'll give people shaving tips, but I can't really give you tips because I'm not very good at it.
Make a vlog.
Yes. Vlog. Oh, pfft,
Rashawn's vlog. Rashawn's vlog.
Ask Kyle Smith to give it.
I'm gonna be like DSP, right? I'm gonna be like, hello everyone! Darkside Phil here, and I'm in the bathroom. We're about to shave, cause all of you paid me money to, give you a shaving guide. So, first off, what you do, you gotta wash your face, right? You gotta moisturize your face. You have to, with warm water, with soap, put it on your face, alright? Let it lather for about 30 seconds, and you dry it off, right? So I've got this razor. I've used this razor for the past 10 years. It was brought down an Italian hand-me-down. Okay? It's from Italy, because I'm Italian. And what you gotta do, you can't put it close to your face, too far in your face, or else you'll blister, okay? But you just go down, like a baby's bottom. Okay? That's Darkside Phil DSP if he gave a shaving tutorial. But yeah, again, this show's going on long enough. This is probably the longest Punkery show in history.
Yes.
Including hair shave tips.
Maybe next week we'll get into some hair shave tips and the DSP impersonation by me.
Speaking of which, Cyber's gonna try to grow some hair finally next week. First time in his life.
I'm bald.
And I think we're out.
Yes, we are out. Maybe next week Cyber will have hair on his cojones. But until then, this has been the Punkery Show for Kesh and Cyberg. This is Rashawn, and we'll see you next week. Go Argentina!
I don't.